That's right, everyone. I'm LP Master 6, and welcome to the Ugly Zone. Hi, I'm LP Master 6. Welcome to Kirby's Block Ball, the finale. We are in the debug menu on an emulator because I am a dirty, filthy, disgusting cheater. And I decided to do something I very, very rarely do. Show the Super Game Boy graphics and border because they are often completely different from the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Player color scheme. And, well, obviously there's no unique border for each game. But I need to start showing stuff like this because it's quite easy to put in a Game Shark or Game Genie code into Visual Boy Advance. There is a vast directory of cheat codes to choose from, and no, it's pretty easy, and a lot of games have unique borders and debug menus that I could do for bonus videos. There's not much to showcase for this one. Boss actually doesn't let the boss be playable, and all of these counters go to 12. If you choose 12 for the boss, you crash the game. The dance, I'm actually not quite sure what that does. Demo is actually a level select. I believe it was implemented to show you the demo at the beginning of each level, each stage, I mean, and 12 takes you to the borderline score clear screen. So I personally think there was originally going to be a 12th level, but they cut it, and I'm honestly not complaining that hard because I've had enough difficulty, and I think if I wanted to replay it, I'd just go for the borderline scores. Simple. Sorry, lots of congestion in my throat. This is the apparently amount of lives? Does this actually go all the way up to 99? You can't hold it down. It's very rudimentary. Not a very user-friendly menu. But at the same time, it's actually pretty cool because this is just a debug screen. They didn't have to go all out with the cursor and everything and the unique graphics. Okay, great. We'll have 99 lives. This, I have no idea what this does. Wait. Oh, this is star blocks. If I mess with that, it's going to crash the game, isn't it? This is sub-games. This is the difficulty level of the sub-games, which I didn't know it could have a different difficulty. Oh, yeah, okay. One of these is the false ending we already saw. One of these is the good ending after beating King Dedede. And the other one is the you made high score screen. And this crashes the game. It doesn't take you to the title screen. It crashes the game. But without further ado, since you're not going to be that interested in all of that. Oh my god. Sorry, that was a bit loud. I turned it up for the replaying back to make sure my audio levels were okay, and they're not going to be okay with all this congestion in my throat, all this mucus. I don't actually know how to blow my nose very well, so I just have to live my life with all this congestion. And look how fucking ugly this is. I'm sorry, that was unnecessary language. But I am playing this on a keyboard also, so you will have to deal with it, with the sounds it makes. Honestly, that's not that much better than a GameCube controller. What does the Blockhead do? That is his name, right? I bet his name's not actually Blockhead. Oh, okay, we don't want his junk right now. I do like how Kirby's flashing. I think that looks better in this. And of course, Kirby's shade of pink is more accurate. But you know that's what they, like, centered this entire graphic, like, this color scheme, palette, that's what it's called, around, is that shade of pink. It looks definitely more red in the Game Boy Player GBA version, but well, it doesn't matter. This is a monochrome game. No matter which way we're playing it officially, I think it's perfectly fine. But my favorite part, the reason I think it is so ugly, is look at Rocky in the corner. Actually, that's Stone Kirby, but oh, so ugly for some reason. I got distracted. I was looking at Spark Kirby. The urge to surge. Holy God. Okay, the first of any winter month is going to be good for business, but like I said, my wife had all those appointments today that I didn't go to work. So I sat here recording this instead. No, and we only have 98 lives. Oh, wait, I can still get it. Yeah! Oh, stone's going to be a good one for this. In honor. I didn't press B. I always press A. In honor of the ugly stone Kirby. Oh, that's right. We still have to go back up there. Oh, no. Please. I may have cheesed this a little bit. I just thought it'd be funny to give myself 99 lives. Oh, we do have 4 star blocks. I have a bad feeling if we get all of them, it's going to crash the game. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I've just taken out all the risk for myself. But you know what? I already technically beat the game because... I mean, I saw an ending, right? Well, I didn't see credits, though. I don't know. Speedrun.com considers the game beaten at the point that I am. And we don't really have much bonus material to show off. I showed the debug screen, and... I mean, there's the sub-game menu. I guess I could show that. Wait, no. I won't be able to. Because I just accessed this stage from the debug. I don't actually have a save file at all. Oh my god. I don't know if I've ever had this much mucus in my throat. All at once. I'm sorry, I know that's gross to a lot of people. Whew, it is actually nighttime now. Drew already came over. I played Kingdom Hearts for the first time. The remake, luckily. And that was about as fun as I expected, which was pretty fun. I mean, it was a lot. To have to commentate over and everything, it was exhausting. I thought about taking a nap before recording this. Because all I've been doing is editing and saving those videos. And my wife came home with all the groceries, so I ate a bunch of fake chicken, and now I'm sleepy. Okay. I just realized we are still on round 1. Come on, go. I want to see Kirby. We've barely seen Kirby. We have just seen the ball. No, please. Thank you. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Finally. I gotta take a swig of this water. Oh, my teeth. TDD's thumbs. Oh. In the Japanese version of this Super Game Boy Border, the name of the game is at the bottom. In Japanese, of course. This looks like an actual game of Breakout. So that's cool. Although I don't think there's spikes in Breakout. But something that bothers me... that I wish they had in Alleyway or this game, more actual like power-ups. I mean, I know we have the copy abilities for Kirby, and that makes sense, but I wish there was a paddle power-up. In both games, there's downgrades to the paddle, but there's no paddle power-ups, which a lot of signature Breakout clones have. I'm acting like I've played a bunch. I really haven't. I can't name a single non-Nintendo Breakout clone. Except Breakout. But... oh well. I'll be able to live with myself if you guys think I'm a fake Breakout fan. Because this is just not as good pinball, but still worth your time. Like... I feel like I'm overly negative when I'm talking about a game because I'm so used to my old videos where I'd suck any game's dick for any reason. I'm still the same way. Like, I like most of the games I play, the vast majority, quite a bit. I mean, this is Nintendo. We got high standards of quality, and when we don't, it's funny. Like Mario's Missing, Mario's Time Machine. Those weren't my best series. Mario's Time Machine would have been better if I hadn't lost the footage for the whole game and had to re-record it. That would have been a lot better. So I wasn't like getting a funny reaction or anything. So that's why in the Mario's early years series, all 3 of them, I had Galen do it with me because it was more comedy focused. Not that we're the comedy or anything, because we're really not that funny at all. But the game provides a lot of comedy, and I don't think it's as funny with just me sitting here doing it. I got another good comedy game coming up. It's not supposed to be a comedy game, but I'll be putting a unique spin on it. That makes it sound a little cringe. I'm not the one putting the spin on it. Let's just say there's no official English translation, and the fan translation is not so good. If that makes sense. Ooh, but I've given away too much. I'm so excited for 96. That is a big year in games. Nintendo especially. We got some big names coming up at the start of the year. Not necessarily the first game we'll be doing, but I'm actually pretty excited for it. It's a very small game you probably haven't heard of, although if you're watching this particular game, I feel like you have a higher chance of having heard of our first 1996 game, the next Let's Play on the channel. I'm glad to have groceries. Oh, and I was being a hypocrite about the Oreos, by the way. I'm excited about the Christmas Oreos because they taste so good. They taste slightly better because I know it's all double stuff Oreos, but the food coloring does make a difference in taste. And I think the red is slightly better than the orange, so the Christmas Oreos are quite good. Even compared to the Halloween Oreos. I'm sorry, the spooky Oreos. And they're not called Christmas Oreos. They're called winter Oreos. I'm sorry. That's really offensive, actually. So there's a lot of people that don't celebrate Christmas. Though I feel like that's exceedingly rare. I'm an atheist and I celebrate Christmas, so please don't think of me as some Christian bigot. It's not Christmas with a capital. I mean, it is Christmas. I'm referencing the song. I'm saying that song is for bigots. My mother-in-law loves that song. She's just like, well, it's true. I'm like, is it? Like, this is basically saying Jews are wrong and they should, like, be told they're wrong. Or Muslims, oh, absolutely wrong. What's the quote from that song? For those non-Americans, especially, in the Bible Belt, people are obsessed with Jesus. I feel like most people know that, but there's this song that comes on. It's one of those more newer, popular Christian artists. I just realized there was a paddle up at the top. Kind of like Toby Mac. Big Fish. That's the name of it. I think my mother-in-law went to one of their concerts at some point or something. No, is that their name? I can't remember. Then what's Big Fish? Oh God, that's got to be a Bible reference, right? The Book of Jonah. Don't get me started on that though, because of Moby Dick. Ugh, worst book in the world. It's even worse than Pride and Prejudice, and I really, really did not like Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen is overrated, and I don't get why everybody's interested in her, but for those of you who like her, good for you. I'm sorry, this is a weird tangent. So that song is about, it samples this stand-up comedian who's like, oh, everybody's saying happy holidays because they're scared to say Christmas. Because when a religious person says, I am the way, they shudder in fear. He doesn't say shudder in fear. But then the crowd just goes fucking crazy. Like, woo, I love Jesus. Like, you're just saying, this guy said, I hate other religions, basically. And you're saying, woo! It's just bigotry. There's nothing wrong with being a Christian. Obviously, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with actually, okay, well, let's not get into religion. I think there are some very bad things if you take any religious text I've ever read too seriously. Damn it, we are gonna get a game over. Wait a minute. That's a star block. I wasn't paying attention at all. Oops. Alright, let's just go ahead and crash. But why is that star block there? Is there only one star block? Like, I don't remember exactly how many. I think there's 3 rounds in each stage, right? I don't actually know what's going on at all. I guess there's 5 if you include the boss, right? This whole game, this whole time, all the research and everything, I haven't been paying attention whatsoever. What was that? It sounded like a cat's behind my TV, but I kicked all the cats out. I'm really not excited to go to work tomorrow, I'm going to be honest. I mean, I'm going to make really good money, I feel like, because it's the first of the month and it's November. You know, it's getting on down there in temperature, even though it's pretty hot right now thanks to global warming. But I'm rather excited. So that's not good, right? No, okay, white is good. That's what we want. The pink, blue color, it's all kind of blending together. I could have made this screen a lot bigger for you guys, but just I thought Stone Kirby's art was so ugly here. I had to make you look at the tiny screen. I'm sorry. Well, most people don't seem to care about the stretched or the unstretched resolution being a tiny screen, so here you go. Extra tiny screen. I mean, I'm looking at it okay, so I guess you'll be fine. But I don't know why I liked the stretch resolution so much, because I always liked it unstretched in the original resolution as a kid. Even though I never had a Game Boy Original or Game Boy Color of any kind, I just had the Advance. But playing original or color games on the Advance, I hated it stretched. It looked weird. Maybe that's because I didn't know you could do that for so long. That you could stretch it. Then when I finally figured it out, I was so used to the games I was used to. Like, unstretched? I don't know. Oh, man. How long is this stage? Because this is round 4. It'd be funny if we use all of our lives. Oh my god, that's why there's a star block counter. There's got to be a maximum though, right? Like, what happens if you go over? I don't know. I didn't read anything about that. I hope we don't. Because then I'll have to replay the game. Not the whole game, but the... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do we have to get the crash? I'm going to be a little scared of it going away then. Can you not be stuck in the same rhythm? Okay, that's technically better. Come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. It didn't disappear because we needed it. We needed it. Even the water. They're all power blocks, aren't they? Maybe not. It's hard to tell. I'm so used to the other color palette. So I am playing this on VBA-M, my choice emulator. I know it's not as accurate as MGBA, but I have a lot of trouble getting half the stuff in MGBA to work, including it just loading ROMs. I'm not sure why. It just doesn't seem fully supported or developed, and I know it is, but... Look, I can choose to do things the way I want to for my Kirby's Block Ball finale. You can hear that I have energy, even though I really didn't expect to at this point in the night. Then I was like, I gotta do it. No nap for me. I'm finishing Kirby's Block Ball. 2? I noticed in an earlier stage of the game, while editing, I think, that there was a man sitting. Oh. I didn't want Needle, but okay. Needle seems pretty useless right now. Oh well, we'll die and get rid of it anyway. We all know that's accurate. Thank God we got a 1-up, right? I'm sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, there's patterns in the blocks. Like that 2. I don't know why that 2 is there. But there's a lot of patterns in video games I never notice. You know, because most of the time you have to be zoomed out. In Dreamland 2, I never noticed there is a... I just found this out a few days ago. There's a level that is shaped like it's just a screen where you have to climb up and there's a door at the top. It's a naked woman out of blocks. Never noticed that. Not once. Not once. I've played through the game once or twice. I can't even remember. Why is my memory so bad these days? My memory was so good as a kid. Then again, I haven't been a kid in, by my definitions, maximum, you know, that would be 12 years old. It's the last time I was a kid. I hate when people say when I was a kid, and it's like when they were 17. I mean, you were a teenager. There's a word for that. 12 years. That's the last time I was a kid. That was when I was a preteen. Last time I feel like I was truly a child, an innocent child, would have been 13 years ago. And I feel old. This year's been great, though. Past few years before this, I just kind of felt like I was just depressed or wasting a lot of time. But 2022 has been fantastic so far, and I can only hope better things for 2023. I can hope to work a little bit reduced hours once we get our $11,000 debt paid off. And, well, it's a good thing I cheated and got those extra star blocks, huh? Oh my god. Is that it? Is that a minigame or is that the boss? Because we're on round 6 right now. But this... Well, okay, I guess the only reason I'm saying it's not that hard is because we have 99 lives. I guess it's the fact it's a gauntlet of levels that makes it hard. Because, oh god, can you imagine getting a game over? Don't do this, why? Oh, come on, when we have 99 lives we can save it? It's because it's not as rounded. It was extra rounded before. No, it wasn't. I don't know. Stop talking when you don't know what you're talking about. Now I'm just talking to talk. Oh. Oh. Okay, that was kind of an anticlimactic final screen, but here he is, the man himself, King DDD. Okay. 1 bar per hit. That's kind of what I expected, because he is the final boss. That's how it normally goes. Right? I'm going to try my absolute best to pretend I don't have unlimited lives here, basically. So far, this is the easiest boss. Like, I get that he has bombs, but they're slow and easy to predict. Oh! Okay. So if you hit him straight on, he'll swallow the the one open space over there. Oh, damn it. I don't know why I didn't think about that. What? I feel like I was right on it, but I guess not. There we go. See, that is an example of commentary I'm going to look back on and think, wow, like, that sounds so generic. It's weird. For those who have never tried this, it's really weird. Like, you're like, oh, I forgot to talk about this and this. It's really hard to talk while you're this focused. It doesn't seem like it would be, but remembering half the things I planned on saying or thought about saying or while I was in the middle of a sentence, it's hard. This is a skill that I have not at all mastered, but plenty of people have. Sugar Conroy, Nintendo Capri Sun, all the, I guess what a lot of... Like, are there normies in the Let's Play community that would be like, oh, man, they're old. You should listen to new Let's Players. Because, like, I mean, I guess they're in the sense of streamers, yeah. I've essentially ruined the final boss with my hefty amount of lives. So I bet this is a pain in the ass with limited lives. But I love his bazooka. So there was no need to get the star blocks. Why is he flashing? This just makes me want to eat bubble gum. I said I didn't like gum, but as a kid I actually really liked the Hubba Bubba. No, maybe it wasn't Hubba Bubba. The one with the like the little rolly dispensers of weirdly flavored gum. Oh my god, 100,000. Oh my god! I didn't think about this. This is gonna take a while. Wait, it's giving us an extra lives still, counting down our lives. Because we reached the point threshold. Oh my god. Oh, this looks good though. There's all 5 sparkling stars. Oh no. Huh. Well, it was blocking a fountain. Oh, so I guess that whole time we were just on top of DDD's castle he built on a fountain. Okay. Is this supposed to be the Fountain of Dreams? Probably not. I feel like... Well, then again, that's HAL. HAL barely developed this game at all. They just helped. So I guess the attention to detail for lore wasn't all there, all that in place, important in the development. But it is time. Like I said, at this point, if you have legitimately beaten the game, you can go back and play the sub-games at any time by hovering over stage 11 and pressing B. But I will now announce my next Let's Play being Kirby's Toy Box, a collection of minigames for the Satellaview that were released individually that fans recovered all but 2 of. More on that in the actual series. And I'm actually pretty excited for it because they're really cool, very remote games. Because you never see anybody talk about Kirby's Toy Box. Of course, you never see anybody talk about Kirby's Block Ball, but I guess you see that infinitely more than Toy Box. Well, Marcus Lindblom, hey! That's the guy that did most of Earthbound's localization. And yes, Miyamoto was a producer, in case I didn't mention that. Obviously Yokoi, it's Nintendo R&D 1. Good old Yamauchi. Oh, thank you for playing. That is a nice game. There's not much to say about it. It's not all that memorable, but it's a fun time. It's a Kirby game. It's of a high standard, but it's not, you know, it's not Mario. That's how I feel about Kirby, pretty much. And I know that's blasphemous to lots of Kirby fans, but I'm not saying anything bad about Kirby. All the Kirby games are fun. It's that simple. The end. Congratulations. I don't know if we... Wait, why would they make us turn it off? Oh, they didn't. Oh, yeah! I told you that early because I didn't know if we would see this screen, because I didn't know if we'd be able to do stage 11. I should censor that, but I probably won't since I mentioned it so many times. We actually get to save our high score? Is this going to take us to a save file? No, I'm sorry, is it? What letter is that? Oh, that's an X. Wow. Like, the color palette's different, but the font isn't different. There we go. Oh, that was it. Well, let's go ahead and see Dance 12 then before we end off. Crashes the game. Just as I expected. Great. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed nice little Kirby's Black Ball. Goodbye.